What's going on, guys?
Good evening.
Welcome to what would be the 4th episode of Soulscast.
Is it the 4th now, or is it like the 7th?
It's like the 7th episode of Soulscast, guys. So tonight is...
We'd like to welcome you to Shitcast.
the first episode of Shitcast.
Cheers.
Cheers. This would be the fourth episode. This would be the 4th episode of Soulscast, but we cannot seem to make that happen.
Jake's computer's struggling right now.
You might...
We've had some corrupted files.
Let's pull it back.
Okay.
Let's pull back the veil.
Okay.
You might realize that we are not in the typical studio that you see us in. Studio being my bedroom.
We're in my room.
We're in Bryce's room now.
Using lightsabers for lights.
We're using our respective lightsabers to be light accents because it was a little bit dark in here. There's just not quite as many lights to work with.
We had to do this.
It's about 2:00 in the morning right now.
Yeah.
We recorded the fourth episode of Soulscast earlier tonight. Went to edit it. We're having issues with our Audible software. Our Audacity.
Audacity was clipping our audio files so that we would get about halfway through the podcast and then just segments of our audio would be missing. And we decided that it would be better for us to, even though Jake came home, Jake promised his girlfriend he'd go to the bar with her.
Well, I went to a concert. I went to go see Deltron 3030 if any of you guys are into underground hip-hop music or listen to hieroglyphics. It was awesome. I went there, went and did that for... Okay, hold on.
They went...
Reel it back. Earlier, before I went to Deltron, we sat down, recorded for the second time, the second attempt at a 4th episode of Soulscast.
Yes.
Got all the way through it. Realized we cut off some video at the end. Not only that, but our audio file was corrupted and had jumped and skipped around and didn't flow smoothly, so it didn't match up with the voices.
It's the second time that things got messed up.
To pull back the veil for you guys, this is shit. Welcome to Shitcast. Welcome to Shitcast.
Yeah.
To pull back the veil for you guys, we use a audio mixer that records our audio from these two microphones, and we record video separately. So the audio file messes up, skips a little bit, a couple seconds, anything.
It messes
throws
the whole thing
off
up.
Everything.
Yeah.
You can't match it to the video file. It won't fucking work.
Yeah.
So here we are. My computer, even after that, won't even accept recording from the mixer anymore,
which we plugged into my computer,
which is what we've used for the past 3 successful Soulscasts. So, anyways, welcome to Shitcast, guys. Yeah. Cheers. We're drinking. We're not drinking
Shitcast,
coffee.
we decided is going to be a ritual.
Yeah.
Every fourth podcast, we're going to do Shitcast.
It's like Casual Friday.
Yeah.
It's going to be kind of like Casual Friday.
We're going to do it late night. We're going to drink some beers.
Yeah, instead of drinking coffee and being hyped and saying like way too many times and...
we're going to talk about what we dislike.
Getting jazzed. Yeah, the Shitcast
Things
is...
like the Dark Sword, the S-Stock, right?
Well, yeah. I mean,
we're going to get there, I guess.
There's a lot. There's a lot of things.
I don't know.
This is still a Souls podcast. We do still want to bring you guys the finest in Souls podcasting, if you will.
That's the plan.
But yeah, it's a bit of a casual Friday, if you will.
Yes.
Every 4th, we're gonna just kind of take it easy a little bit. Sit back if I could.
Yeah, right.
So basically, the table's on Bryce's bed, so it's a little weird.
Yes.
But nonetheless,
at the end of the day, though,
we got to get the content out.
The channel is all about weekly Souls content.
Consistency.
And we did get videos dropped last week. But we had about 2K views on our 3rd podcast.
Yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys for 2K
Blows
views.
My mind.
2K views on the 3rd episode of Soulscast.
So we're gonna get
so
this one
flattering,
out here.
So flattering. We don't...
Yeah.
If we didn't do what we're doing now, it would have been 2 weeks straight without a follow-up Soulscast.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
So we've gone through dire measures. We've gone through the muck and the mud.
We didn't have a chance to redo the last podcast. My grandpa died. I had to go home for the weekend. We didn't have a single chance to redo our podcast. Jake's been working like crazy. I've been working like crazy. But like we said, consistency.
We're gonna make it happen. It's gonna be consistent.
We want you guys to be able to get on our channel every week and find something new.
There's gonna be material. It's gonna be there, whether you know, it would be easy. It's easier. Well, it was easier for us to record these Soulscasts than it is to sit down and edit a really good PvP montage or do anything like that. Even though playing the game is way more fun than anything else.
Playing the game is
like definitely way
what started it all.
Way more fun than like sitting down and recording and editing and podcast. I mean, podcasting is really fun.
Yeah, we do enjoy it. It sucks when you spend an hour and you have what you think would be a good relatable conversation. Yeah, I guess, and then plus setup time and deconstruction time. Yeah.
4 hours.
It's like, you have this thing where it's like you have a relatable conversation and you know that at least a few people out there are going to watch it and like it, and over time, we're going to have more and more of those, and it's just... It sucks to see it go away. It's watching your little freaking egg that you're trying to hatch just like get crushed on the ground.
It's a waste of time for us because we don't we've done so episode 4 of Soulscast is going to be about build variety, and we also talked about Neo, I think it's Team Ninja. There's a beta on the PS4 going from, it was like April 28th or 29th all the way to March 5th. It's a Souls-like type game. We were talking about that. We talked about build variety. I talked about how faith fucking sucks right now. I have no faith. I have no faith in my camera. I have no faith in Audacity. I have no faith in my motherfucking microphones.
We were setting up, and I was like, do you have at least 60 faith to set up that camera right now? Because you don't have at least 60 faith.
If you don't have 60
faith is worthless.
Faith is worthless, and we need faith in our fucking technology and equipment right now.
Yeah. Everyone get out there, make an ult, and just put all your points into faith, nothing else, and do that for us, please. Name it NLX. Get out there and lightning stick some motherfuckers. NLX
Donkey. Go out there and get dunked for NLX. Do it for your boys. Do it for your boys. No, fucking faith sucks.
We keep looking back because we're going to record in 10-minute segments. We're going to stop and we're going to check through all those 10-minute segments to make sure that we get these good, and we're going to piece together this podcast for you guys.
This issue is just happened too many times.
We're going to look back over this, make sure that the audio is clear, and then in the next segment, we're going to get into our main focus for this podcast, which is going to be shit-talking some of the things we don't like about the game and shit-talking some of the things we don't like about build variety.
True.
Let's do it.
True.
A few moments later.
Yeah, so the first section worked. So far, so good.
Thank God, seriously.
Shitcast is off to the races.
It's nice to know that we took the time to set this up, and we're at least going to be able to get something out.
Guys, we know this doesn't look as good as it normally does, and we are going to do our damnedest to get the podcast back to where it needs to be. But we are committed to bringing you guys content, and we are going to do so. That is the first and foremost priority, whether it
and at
be
the same time,
in here
we
or
want
in
this
there.
to be something that you can just listen to too. I want to play some Dark Souls. I'm going to go do some invades, but I want some background sound so I can go listen to
listen to some fucking
Soulscast
or some Shitcast. Casual Friday cast. But yeah, man. I mean, we're gonna get it figured out, guys. We're amateurs as fuck right now, and that's fine.
Yeah, but we're gonna figure it out, like you said.
But we're trying. That's all that matters. We're committed to you guys, and we want to give you guys the content that you clearly want. I mean, 2,000 views on the last episode. That's fucking phenomenal. For us, at least, we're growing, and that's really good growth for us. So
absolutely,
we wanna press forward from here.
I'd like to talk a little bit about things about Dark Souls 3. What
do you want to talk about Dark Souls 3?
Things I don't like about Dark Souls 3.
You don't like something about Dark Souls 3?
Yeah, I don't.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
I'm actually being serious. I actually love the game. Most of it. Almost all of it. But I do have some small gripes.
What are they? Hit me with number one. Number one main gripe, thing that bothers you the most in Dark Souls 3.
Most. Gosh.
One thing that bothers you more than anything else.
Can you talk about one thing that bothers you? Not the biggest thing. While I think about what would be the biggest thing, because that's my biggest gripe.
I can talk about what bothers...
Give me a gripe, and I'm going to think about that question.
Well, I can tell you what bothers me the most, pretty much right off the top of my head.
Let's hear it.
Poise.
Oh,
Poise bothers me the most about Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
Dark Souls 2, not a perfect game, not a 10, not the best thing From Software's ever done. But what was cool about Dark Souls 3 or 2, pardon me, Shitcast, is that I could put on my Havels, I could put on my fucking Wolf Ring, I could do all these things, boost my poise, and you can go watch it. Go watch my Bazuzo PvP video. Like,
you just poise through attacks.
I poised through people's attacks, and I wrecked people. Like, I wrecked them. And
so
the thing
funny.
is, now poise has become this hyper armor bullshit where it's like, it's not your armor that gives you poise. It's not your stats that give you poise. It's your weapon that gives you hyper armor that is the new poise in Dark Souls 3. It's fucking dumb, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things about it that really hinder build variety and make...
I don't even need my armor to give a lot of defenses, but if I have on fucking Havel's armor, I want it to deflect blows.
You shouldn't be stunned from shit. When you're wearing that shit.
Some rats or some dogs should not
be
able to do shit.
It's dumb. Now, I want to reiterate as we go through this shit list that we love Dark Souls 3. It's a really fun game, and I'm grateful that I'm alive in this time, as stupid as that sounds, to play Dark Souls 3 and play Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 1, all the shit. We're fortunate. This is just Shitcast, and we're going to talk about the shit that bothers us.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like, the poise is dumb.
Let's get back to poises. I can agree with you. I don't like that. That's definitely in my my pool of dislike that's seething for Dark Souls 3 about certain things.
And the other thing that even pushes it further is we know that it's in the game.
Yeah, there's been all that stuff on Reddit. If you guys don't know, poise is essentially turned off in Dark Souls.
Tell them about that. I'm going to run and grab another beer. I'll be right back.
All right. Sounds good. So we'll talk poise while he makes a beer run. Poise is essentially disabled. There have been some people who essentially modded the game, and they were able to re-enable the poise system, and there's video footage of it working. Like, they're getting attacked by dogs, and they can start swinging whatever they want in, like, full Havels with, like, the +2 Wolf Ring and all that shit. It's not enabled in the game right now, and people don't know if it was intentional or not, like if they just wanted it to be hyper armor and hyper armor only, excuse me, or if they wanted it to be the way that it is with it turned on, which it is not right now. So that's what everyone's dealing with. When Jake gets back in the room, I can hear him coming. I'm going to have to talk about my least favorite thing about Dark Souls 3.
Okay.
All right. My least favorite thing about Dark Souls 3 is mixed damage and weapon buffing. A lot of weapons, boss soul weapons, things like that. You can't infuse them.
Which is typical, right?
And some of them, but like some of them have cool ass abilities, you know. And
kind of.
And you could infuse some boss soul weapons.
They should be cool ass abilities.
I remember having like a lightning thorn sword, which was a boss weapon in Dark Souls 2.
Yeah.
And then it had like a self buff, and you could buff it.
Go watch the White Knight PvP video. Go check that out.
You didn't even get me a beer, man. That's cold.
You didn't ask. I almost asked you, but then you.
It's okay.
Dude.
It's good. Fair enough.
It's heavy, isn't it? It is. Dude, this guy.
Mixed damage is not very good in Dark Souls 3. There's some exceptions. The Dragon Slayer Armor Axe, the big slam down ability one, has mixed damage. It's good. The Sword Spear that you get from the Nameless King has mixed damage, and it's good. But for the most part, a lot of mixed damage weapons fucking suck. Excuse me, I have a cold. It's great. Another thing that really fucking sucks about mixed damage weapons is infusing them. Even the Chaos infusions with like 35, 40 Faith, and it is not very good. It's just such a huge stat investment that is not getting the returns that it needs. And like, what that does, the reason it's my least favorite part is it strips down build variety a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it does. I mean, so honestly, what it boils it down to is like, for me, like with my Faith build, I'm rocking the Goddard twin swords, which are pretty fun, pretty fun weapon, but I'm rocking a Faith build, so I'm using Lightning Blade. So the way that I could get the most out of my swords without them becoming unbuffable was to make them sharp, because I have 18 dex and 12 strength, I think.
Yeah.
So the sharp investment gives me a little bit extra base damage, and then I can still buff them.
But to me, it's like, why can't you put lightning on them and buff them? It seems like it would help the game out so much.
Isn't that standard, though? For previous games, they haven't. If you infuse a weapon, you couldn't have a fire.
Yeah.
You couldn't have a fire sword in.
But
like,
the infusions are so
weapon
weak, so they either need to buff the infusions, or it needs to be buffable. Is how I feel about it.
It's
we're in here in this tight little area.
It's a weird. Yeah, this is Shitcast, guys. Welcome.
Yes.
Welcome to Shitcast.
But
it's okay. So yeah, weapon infusions. They suck. Let's go on. Let's go on.
Unless
to the
you're
next
a quality build. Next thing. Least favorite things to go against in PvP.
Least favorite thing to go against PvP. Good question. That's a good one. Oh, I like this. I like this. Yeah. We should do that. We should keep going with this.
This is fun.
Least favorite thing to go against in PvP.
Yeah, let's hear it, bro.
You know what I really don't like fighting?
What?
I really don't like fighting Gundir's halberd. And I know that's weird, and that's kind of like out of left field, and it's a really random thing. But most people that I fight,
you go to parry it, you never do.
I never get the parry. I never get the parry timing right.
Yeah.
And then they'll charge up their fucking weapon art.
Use the Ceestus or K-Estus or whatever the fuck it's called, or the claws, or the parrying dagger. They kick ass. You can reaction parry. You can see them start to use their attack, and you just boom. It's out of the way. There's no delay.
That's the way to do it.
It's awesome.
So people will use their weapon art, and then they'll basically what it does is it's a charge like with a spear,
and then at
the end of it, it does like a
360 AoE
swoop thing. So when it does that, it has honestly more tracking on it than anything. Like if they're locked onto you and they do that weapon art, it has so much tracking on it. It's silly. Yeah. Like it doesn't make any sense. So I get dunked by that a lot, man. That weapon, and I mean, obviously we can talk about the S-Stock. The S-Stock is fucking dumb and broken. Like, and don't get me wrong, like, I use a rapier. Like, sometimes I'll equip a rapier in my offhand, get some pokes in, and then it also has a pretty cool parry. But
4 S-Stock pokes could do the equivalent of, like, could do the equivalent, probably like 2 to 3 Ultra Greatsword hits. And you can do them in like half the time. It's very
is broken in PvP.
And it's too fast. Like if you try to do a setup parry, if you try to block 2 and then immediately parry, even with like a K-Estus, like it still doesn't always work.
Well, you can't block with a Estus either.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, but that's the thing is like if you take 2 to the body and then when you get those frames where you can roll or backstep or whatever, like, so it's like.
It's just poke. I wish that it wasn't so overtly good. I refuse to use it in PvP. Like, you can ask him. Like, you guys know that we went out and we bought Xbox Ones just to play Dark Souls 3 like a week or 2 early.
Yeah.
And I chose the Assassin class, which starts with the S-Stock. That was the first weapon I ever used in Dark Souls 3, ever. And it was good. It was all right.
But like, you quit using it.
It was good.
Very early on.
It was all right for PvE and making our way through the game because, as you guys know, like we got the game about a week or 2 early.
We played blind,
and we couldn't play against people.
Yeah.
So it was just PvE.
Didn't you switch to the Astora Straight Sword?
No.
Oh.
Not on that playthrough. I switched to the Uchigatana.
Oh, yeah.
I switched to the Uchigatana.
Which he had infused with magic for most of the playthrough, right?
All the playthrough. Well,
and then later on you realized, if this thing was like raw or whatever, or just like base, and I buff it, it's so much better.
What I did was I had it infused with magic. I was using the magic clutch ring. My first build was an int dex build. That was my idea. I was like, I'm going to do int dex because that seemed like what the assassin was most accustomed to. I was like, okay, so...
Excuse me, guys.
Yeah, he's gross, guys.
I know, it sucks.
Don't listen to him. Have you made any of those shots yet?
Yeah, I've only missed
3.
1. Whatever you say, dude.
But I don't even remember what I was saying.
Basically, you were talking about how the S-Stock's just not even that fun to use.
Oh, yeah, the S-Stock.
Like, the people that use it are just so, most of the time, super try-hard, and they just want, like, the most DPS. And I'm not, like...
I don't even want to call them try-hard. It's just anyone can jump into a match, have a fully upgraded weapon, and spam R1 close enough to your enemy, and it'll stun you in place, and you just... S-Stocked. You just fuck...
Best stock.
Best stock. No, fuck that. Worst stocked. Dumbest shit stocked.
Yeah.
S-Stock is dumb and broken. And the thing is I'm not... This isn't coming from a place like...
If poise was a thing...
This isn't coming from a place like, oh, I can't win a PvP. The S-Stock's so fucking dumb.
I beat S-Stock users all the time.
I beat S-Stock users all the time, too.
It's just dumb.
It's just dumb that it works as well as it does. There are counters to it, and there are ways to beat it.
And I don't want the S-Stock to be worthless, but maybe they need to make it do more damage per poke, but slow down its pokes or something.
I don't know what they need to make it do, but it shouldn't be poise. That good.
Because what it is like good. It should be that good against someone who's not wearing armor.
Yeah.
But if you have on fucking Havel's armor or something, you should be able to laugh at that guy. All. You should just be able to fucking...
It should damage you still, but like it shouldn't... And the thing is, it's not about Havel's armor anymore. It's about using a heavy weapon.
Yeah.
If you're using a heavy weapon and you're over halfway through your swing and they're going to try and poke you a million times, you're still going to...
And if they try to start swinging again, if you're like...
And that'll take like half of their health. One hit.
Yeah.
One hit with that shit. One hit with the fucking... with a big-ass strength weapon that's infused with fucking... that's refined or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a big-ass strength quality weapon. Will wreck anything.
Yeah.
If you are even a decent player.
Yep. Heard.
Including
just like the heavy dark sword. The dark sword is also really cancerous right now. It has, for some reason, if you parry it the way you should, it doesn't get parried as easily as like it should. It doesn't mean that parrying it should be easy, but it's so quick that again you can't set up parry. But it like, if you're using a heavy weapon, you can watch a dark sword user spam R1 until they're completely out of stamina, go in for an attack, and before your sword attack even goes off, they'll have enough stamina to hit you again. And then if they hit you again, all they have to do is take a step and then hit you again, and it's just like, it's the stamina regen on it is just bogus. And like the stagger on it is bogus. Like you shouldn't be able to witness someone be ran out of stamina and then swing on them right as their swing's ending, and then them reset their swing again. It's just fucked up.
So number one gripe so far: poise, mixed damage, the S-Stock, and the dark sword.
Yeah. The broadsword is almost as bad as the dark sword, though. And no one really uses it.
Well, late game. I mean, early game it's super good, but late game it's like
late game.
It's like the broadsword. Dark sword's like the broadsword except better.
Yeah, but like late game, the broadsword, like at like plus 10 with the best infusion at 40/40 quality build, it's like second in damage to the dark sword. It's like right underneath of it.
Yeah. And that makes sense.
And then it's a sunlight straight sword, I'm pretty sure.
So all of those things.
Yeah.
Next thing that's fucked up. Next number one gripe that I wanna bitch about here tonight on Shitcast is the blues. The blues.
Oh yeah.
I got the blues about the blues. All right.
Me too.
You cannot. I cannot. He cannot seem to get blue invasions.
You've tried on Xbox and PS4.
Yeah.
I've tried on PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
Yeah.
I'm always at the Blue Sentinels. I've even tried leaving my computer on overnight and staying in a zone and just seeing if maybe I wake up and I get a pop, or I'll see that I died, or see that anything changed. Nothing. Like, give us a blue.
It's just broken.
FromSoft, please.
The thing is,
please, FromSoft.
The thing is, other people have gotten it to work.
Yeah.
I've killed many blues. You've killed many blues.
I always kill blues.
Yeah.
Can I just say this? This is a little bit off topic for Shitcast because I love this. But when I invaded, there's a blue. That is like always my first target because it's like you finally got a fucking pop. Why can't I have a pop?
You're jealous of their pop, but also
it's an envy kill for sure.
Also, fuck the police. welcome to Shitcast. Yeah, fuck the police, dude. You come in there, you're just trying to kill a host.
And then you get real low.
And then the police are here and they want to fucking fight you. And it's like, no, you know what? Now I don't give a shit about the host.
They always get there late. They always get there when I've already like drained all the host's Estus, and I might have like one Estus left. And then the blue comes up real bad. Had to Estus twice from the enemies getting him before he even got there.
And then you kill him and you get an Estus back.
Yeah, or you kill him, you get an Estus back, or he just fucking kills you right before you kill the host. So it's like,
yeah, fuck the
kill
blues,
the fucking
man.
Blues.
Fuck the
Don't
blues.
give them that satisfaction.
Honestly,
Don't let them
I
get
wish
those
I could get summoned as a blue.
Yeah.
I wish I could be a blue.
I want to be blue.
But we can't.
Yeah.
So fuck the blues.
Fuck the blues.
I can't.
Blues about the blues. Give me a crack blue eye or what the fuck.
Blues about the blues.
DLC. Also, I'm calling it.
Blue eye or no way. That's not what that won't be in DLC.
I wish.
What else? What else do we hate? What else sucks? How far are we on time on this clip?
We might as well wrap this clip up. We're gonna check through it.
Yeah,
make sure video quality is good. Then we can finally get a successful podcast out for you guys. Thanks for bearing with us.
Oh, God. Welcome to Shitcast, guys. I'm sorry. All right, guys. So Shitcast so far has gone off without a hitch. Please pray.
Thank God.
Pray to Gwen.
Yes.
That this shit works, because Jesus Christ.
No
joke. If that makes any sense. But getting to that point, we want to close out this episode of Shitcast with
a little update, right?
A little update. New segment we're calling Clip of the Week. This week we're gonna use a clip, one of me and Bryce's clips. To be honest with you, we haven't decided what clip yet, so it'll be a surprise for even us. But we're gonna have a clip, one of our good PvP clips, probably.
We've got a few good ones to dig through.
And we're gonna post that this week. We're gonna have an email in the description for you guys. We're hoping to take in the community, some of the community submissions for clip of the week. That would be really fun. We really want to do that, and hopefully we can start featuring one of your guys' clips on our clip of the week segment. But this week it's gonna be one of our clips.
If you just got a good clip, you think it's good, email it to us. We'll have that in the description. In the description, we also are going to have links to our streams. We've been streaming a lot. We're planning on continuing to stream a lot when we're playing, unless we're doing something completely boring as fuck. We will be streaming.
True.
Catch us.
Catch us on our streams. But yeah, so this week is going to be, for the PvP clips, going to be one of me and Bryce's. We hope to get some of your clips.
Send us clips.
Typically in our, we're going to make it a part of every podcast, not just Shitcast. And it'll typically happen about halfway through the cast.
Yeah.
And we'll make that halfway point be the PvP clip or interesting clip of the week. And hopefully we get to see some submissions from you guys.
Yep.
But with that, we want to thank you guys for watching this episode of Shitcast. This absurd episode of Shitcast. We pray that this episode sees the light of day.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And as always, praise the sun.
Praise it. Praise it.